massive pressure on me of what to put and what not to put. So I only put things that can be tried by people.
Have you watched Gossip Girl? And if yes, which is your favorite part?
I disappoint
Ed.
I'm so sorry. I disappoint everybody when they ask me this. I'm sorry, I haven't watched it.
How can you not watch it? Like
On the
you're
sets.
predictable.
Yeah, like who's predictable?
Nobody's predictable.
Yeah?
Yeah, nobody's predictable.
Yeah. You never know what's
Never
gonna
know.
come.
It's
You
like,
never know what's
oh.
coming around the corner amongst all of
It's
it.
just four of us.
Yeah, so,
And our ground.
so Vidyut के case में
And
तो
the
you
most unpredictable is him.
congratulations and welcome back. Now that he's mentioned,
Hey.
like I have to tell you.
Wondering what you were gonna say.
I think I learned very early in life how to say no. That's an ability that I really respect of mine. If I don't feel like doing something, I don't do it at all.
Hello everyone, आप देख रहे हैं India.com and this is the weekend show with Vinita Kumar. So we are going to actually have a cracking time in the episode today because I have with me team Crakk, director Aditya Dutt, Arjun Rampal, Amy Jackson and Vidyut Jammwal. बहुत स्वागत.
Hello.
Yeah, Arjun always does this. I give an intro and he's like, yeah, you did it so well.
It's so beautifully you say.
Yes.
You know the way you want to bring it in so smooth.
No, he does this with me. I don't know. He teases me.
Sets the tone nicely.
Yeah, thank you so much, and welcome on the show. I have to tell you, and I think you have already been told so many times, कि क्या ही good-looking people है, क्या ही good-looking cast है. But let me tell this to the audience once again. Right here, right now, we have the most good-looking cast ever in the Crakk. आदित्य, जब आप action लिख रहे थे, आपको लगा कि action लिखते-लिखते खूबसूरती भी लिख दी आपने, कि क्या ही मतलब कमाल casting.
मैंने तो खाली एक्शन लिखा, खूबसूरती ये लाए उस एक्शन.
Yeah.
उन्होंने थैंक यू नोट लिखे हमारे पेरेंट्स को अपने खूबसूरत बच्चे बना के भेजा हमारे पास.
Also because you maintain that khubsurti, yeah, please come on, don't take that away from yourself. So, you have to tell me, Aditya, especially you, that when you curate a subject like Crakk, full action लिख दिया है, full action करना ही करना है. At what point you realize कि अभी मुझे इसमें विद्युत को डालना है, अभी मुझे इसमें अर्जुन चाहिए या नौरा चाहिए, एमी चाहिए. At what stage do you go ahead and do that?
So first is the story, obviously, right? So obviously ये पहले तो कहानी लिखी गई थी और कहानी जब सोची जा रही है और कंसीव हो रही है तो ये सोच के डेफिनेटली कंसीव हो रही है कि कहानी हैज़ टू हैव अ इनबिल्ट लेंडिंग इटसेल्फ टू एक्शन. ऐसा नहीं हो कि कहानी लिख दी और अभी एक्शन फोर्सफुली हम लोग डाल रहे हैं उसके अंदर. So because the DNA of the story has to have a element of action being a natural, a part of it. So once that story is formed and the screenplay is kind of written, at that stage, like I said, you start seeing these characters and you start seeing silhouettes, as I call it, and I want to laugh about it because Arjun has created this image. And that's when you start seeing and start figuring out who to cast and who to go to, and that's how the faces kind of come in front of you.
Yeah, Nora isn't here, but she's playing the role of an influencer in the film.
Yeah.
And when I looked at her and जब trailer देखा तो मुझे realize that all of you guys are also trying to like build that kind of inspiring image on social media as well. All of you in your own spaces where with it you are inspiring people to do something real, some organic action, and you're also asking them to be fit and look at you in a certain way. Do you guys feel collectively that is there a pressure to be socially relevant that way? That you have to put it out every time you feel something?
No, but I think we have a platform and we need to use it and inspire, because what's the point otherwise? I think each and every one of us have got an audience and you want to put the best out for them. And they're the ones supporting the films, they're the ones watching us, they're the ones, buying the tickets. So it's good to give something back, and whatever we can, we can, have that interaction online. That's the beauty of social media. We had the debate about AI and technology and social media. That is the good plus point of social media, is being able to inspire and motivate and help people in a way that you know how.
Yeah. With it, is there a pressure of being social?
There's a massive pressure on me of what to put and what not to put. So I only put things that can be tried by people. There are other things that I would like to post, but I can't because they surpass a certain level.
Do you think on that level? Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah.
Arjun?
What?
social media. My game isn't like a top game like theirs. I mean, you know, because I come from a different, I guess, you know.
That's not me, that's it.
No, I guess, I mean, it's a nice place to go and, you know, interact with your fans to a certain extent. But I think it's also quite intrusive and it takes away a lot of your privacy. And it is something which is extremely addictive. Yeah, I mean, I know I get onto that thing on Instagram sometimes, and then I am just going like this for 2 hours, and I'm like, oh my God, it's 2 hours,
Rabbit
and I've
hole.
just seen these reels, you know, and reels and reels, and they're very interesting and entertaining, and I've nothing against it, but I just feel it's quite consuming.
Yeah.
And so I like to kind of detach from it and not be so active. I get active when I have something really to share, like a film or, you know, some work that I'm doing or something really important I want to say or something that I'm doing.
Yeah. Vidyut, you know, you asked me to ask you something which is not very serious and which is interactive. Now let me ask you this: who has got the most crackable game here? Like, jiska pata lag jata hai that, you know, he's going to do this now, you know, or he's going to react like this.
Like
on
you're
sets.
predictable.
Yeah, like
Predictable.
who's predictable.
No, nobody's predictable.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody's predictable.
Yeah. We never know what's
Never know.
coming around the
You don't
corner.
even-
So-
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we defend our ground.
So Vidyut, in case
And the most unpredictable is him.
Exactly.
Really.
so
What he makes you do on
He
that
writes
set and
something
the way he
and-
gets this work out from you, I'm like,
The way he gets it out of you.
It's insane. I've never experienced something like that.
I've been watching all these interviews and it's been here for a long time now. And you know, something just like struck me and I thought I'll ask you that, you know, a lot of times as an actress, as a female artist, even when you're being asked questions, you're being asked about the men around you know. Does that strike you that, you know, I mean, I'm here, I have done something, ask me about myself, ask me about the work that I've done.
But that's not true.
you
They've
know?
been asking.
No, and not only that, I this, you know, men and women thing, it really like grinds on me because, you know, I've got to be honest, the producer of the film is a man, the director of the film is a man, and they've cast me in this film, so they've given me this opportunity.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like men against women.
Yeah.
I don't
No,
feel
and
that.
everybody's been very nice to her. They're all saying, welcome back, Amy, and you
Of
know, they're very
course.
happy about it.
But I don't feel that, and I don't agree with it. I've never really felt that. I feel, yes, obviously the roles have changed over the years, but that's because of the writers, and the writer of this film is a man. So, you know, I think we all work together. I think it's harmonious.
Yeah. Okay, let me ask you this. Are you in that? I mean, congratulations and welcome back. Now that he has mentioned it, I have to tell you what you were going to say. So, you know, let me ask you this. Are you, that's where we're looking at you, I feel like, you know, you should be doing like this, you know, utterly dreamy and, you know, romantic film and, you know, at this
I've
point
done
in
enough
life,
for them.
you know, because the mental space you are in, like, you know, it's so wonderful, you know, to look at your pictures and, you know, to know about your life, what you've been experiencing lately. So, you know, do you feel that, you know, you have to have that, are you in that right kind of mental space to do an action film or
I'm in a space where I want to do great work, and I want characters that resemble that and push me in different ways. And you know, I've done an array of different films. This is something completely different, and I'm just thankful for that. And I'm in a place in my career where I want to experiment and I want to, you know, enjoy different kinds of genres.
Yeah. But you know, Vidyut, you asked me for a fun question, but let me ask you this serious one. Every time I look at you, you know, I'm an ardent follower of whatever you post on Instagram. I am actually like an ardent stalker when it comes to Vidyut. I'm looking at, you know.
You're a stan?
No.
Yeah,
I'm
you're a
like,
stan. She's a stan.
oh God, is that
Stalker fan, that's what
song
it
that
is.
you
We
guys-
learned these on our Gen Z ways.
Yeah, so you know, I'm looking at your photos and whatever you put out, and I feel like, is there a time when Vidyut feels like it gives a pat on his back, like, oh my God, this is me, you know, this is what I've created, this is who I am, you know?
No, I pat myself a
Yeah.
lot. Yeah. I pat everybody around me, and I pat myself the most.
You know, whenever, like, I've been discussing that, you know, I have to interview Arjun, and there's so many other people who wanted me to talk to you and, you know, just tell you that to bring that era back when you did films like Dil Ka Rishta and Dil Hai Tumhara, like to like bring that romantic hero back, with you. So when will that come, and are you also keen on bringing that back? So that's an interesting era that
That
went
was a
by.
different time, and I mean, there were different films being made at that time, and there's nothing wrong in romance. I love romance. I
Yeah.
think that's a beautiful genre. But I think as you mature, and I would like to be, if I have to do a love story, it would be a more mature love story now.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be, um, I mean, like that. I
Yeah.
mean, it would be.
Definitely more intense and more of what you've experienced through life and more real, and that's what I think I've kind of gravitated towards in my career, is more of realism. But I would like to talk about the action when you were talking about that, because I thought that was an interesting question. What was really interesting about this is, of course, that you got to do all the action, but there is a great story there as well,
Yeah.
and that's what keeps that action relevant
Yeah.
through the film. I mean, just nonsensical action doesn't make sense. But like to have a great
Yeah.
story there, which they've been
Motive.
able to stitch together, and for the action to seamlessly, be a part of that, and wind it up. Yes, the genre is definitely action, but what ties it all together is what's interesting, and that's the journey. And so, yeah, I think that's sort
And
of
that's
it.
wonderful, I think. Yeah. Collectively, Crack the Run. I heard about that. Are you guys into gaming? You guys,
No,
you are a gamer. Do you find it a way to like get this kind of escape route when you are,
Oh, it's not an
yeah?
escape route. It's where you find yourself doing some amazing stuff.
Yeah.
You don't escape like anything. You find yourself there. You find so many interesting things. People who don't know much about it think that it wastes your time. They think that it's something that is not as important. Maybe it's more important. That's where the future is. That's where the past has been. It's just that people haven't gotten onto the bandwagon of artificial intelligence gaming. I think it's high time.
Yeah.
I think it's high time because that's what technology is all about. You can do so many things just sitting at home. You can know about so many things just being at home.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that we all need to equip ourselves with. When I launched this game, Crack the Run, is with the idea that everybody should at least be aware of what's happening around the globe.
Yeah.
Like people who don't play games have no idea about what it can do to you, how it can benefit you.
Yeah.
It not only talks about your focus, it teaches you about so many things that people are unaware of. You meet the younger generation who's into gaming, you'll realize that they know more about the universe, they know more about technology, they know more about science, and where do they know it from? They know it from the games.
That's fantastic, I think. All of us should try that once.
You
Right,
should, for
at
sure,
least.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So Crack the Run, what about that?
The Crack the Run is the game. We've launched it with the movie Crack. It's officially the movie's game. And I've always been told that you should try and not do these stunts at home. But I believe that if you don't do this at your house, where will you do it? But this is for people who want to enjoy gaming. They can do everything that they desire to in the real world, and they can do it just on the phone.
Yeah, yeah. Before I wrap this up and come to Amy for the last question, I have to ask this to you collectively that, jeetega to jiyega. I think that has lived with me, ever since I heard that. So I wanted to understand from you about those moments where you felt like, ye nahi kiya na, that this is the only choice that I have in life now, that wherever you felt, that way, where ye nahi kiya, so there's no other way to, to move ahead, to probably grow, or, to even be in the game, So what was that moment for you?
For me personally, I think I learned very early in life how to say no. That's an ability that I really respect of mine. If I don't feel like doing something, I don't do it at all. And I think that's my biggest victory. वही है मेरी जीत. मेरे में क्षमता है ना बोलने की.
That's a fantastic, I think, quality to achieve also, Vidyut. For you, Amy?
I want to reiterate that, but
Yeah.
that came later on in life for me.
Oh.
I think with motherhood, that when I don't know, I changed a lot, and I think having that power and taking that power is really a big strength.
Yeah. Arjun?
Okay, so I would think that it would be a time where you do things for yourself, really, and you don't have to prove anything to anybody. You know, there's a lot of pressure comes on you. Initially, at least as an actor, when you come into the industry, and this is for youngsters out there, you know, people, you want to show, I can do this and I can do that and I can do the other and all that. No, you should just believe in your character, you should stick with it, you know, and believe in the art form and embrace that. And don't try to prove it to anybody, just be there and be real and it'll all flow. So, and that's to life as well, you know. Each one is unique, each one is special, and you should celebrate that uniqueness.
Yeah. Aditya, for you?
There are a lot of things that way in terms of as soon as always getting scared of taking that jump where you feel that that's the scary point, that if you don't take the jump, then I'll be just stuck where I am right here. So I like to do that. Let's take the jump. Otherwise, I'll be just stuck where I am. So I think so that to take that jump always is, be it your, you know, in life, your career, your any point where you the leap of faith के ये अभी नहीं किया, then I'll be stuck where I was before. So
That's, I think, is a scary position to be in.
It's a scary position to be in.
You know, So Amy, as I said, you know, I'll come back to you for the last question. You know, I announced that we'll be doing this, and a lot of questions came to me, and to ask you that, have you watched Gossip Girl? And if yes, which is your favorite part?
I disappoint
Ed?
I'm so sorry. I disappoint everybody when they ask me this. I'm sorry, I haven't watched it.
How can you not watch it?
But maybe
But
it's...
like even one episode.
No, he doesn't want me to watch it. I was like, when we started dating, I was like, can we watch it? Like, watch it. And he's like, no, please don't. I don't want to. It's so funny because he's so close to the project, right? And he goes, oh, because they were obviously on set all the time. They got fed up with the writing and the scripts, and they were like, oh, I can't wait for this. And obviously, he doesn't want to watch it at home, but I should watch it. I've watched clips, but I've watched his other work. I prefer him in White Gold. I really love that. That's my kind of thing. I like watching. He's put other films on that I enjoy, which we watch together. I don't want to become a fangirl. What if I become a fangirl? That's the thing.
That's great.
Yeah, but what if I'm saying different lines?
But I get what you're
You know what I mean? Because
I
you
know.
see him, and then
You know, I think somewhere also he kind of respects or loves you because you don't see him as Chuck Bass, which the other girls do.
And everybody, he doesn't want me to see him like that, and I think that's what he said he liked about our relationship. I think I didn't see him as that character because I'd never seen the show before. So he was reluctant to me watching it.
So if you become a fan,
But I can secretly watch it now with the covers overhead and in the bedroom.
you should, yeah.
I think you should.
It's iconic.
And then be
become a
like
fan?
be a
Blair
Stan
Waldorf.
fan.
Oh my god,
You should never know, but
that's
you have
not
to
cool,
stand.
right?
No, but I think
That's what I'm a little bit frightened of because I know I'll fall in love with him all over again. Yeah.
But then that way you are going to show him Crakk, and then, you know, he'll probably become a fanboy.
Yeah.
But he's already is, I'm sure. So, you know, so all the best for this. You know what you have
Thank you.
created
Thank
here
you
is
so
just
much.
fantastic.
Thank you.
And mera dil already jhoom raha hai, so you know I'm hoping you know that will happen in the theaters as well. Congratulations on this. All the best.
Thank you so much.
Crakk 23rd February.